Welcome back to my channel, guys. I am actually so excited for today's video. As you guys saw with the title, we'll be doing my Kindle Unlimited TBR and recommendations for fall. So I know we did a lot. Well, actually, I'll explain all of them when we get started, but basically we're just going through my Kindle, all the books that I want to read before the end of fall that give me fall vibes, just some more recommendations, and talk about them. Like I said in my other video, this is a TBR that I'm going to try to stick to, so I'm going to try to read all of these books, and then at the end of the season we'll probably do a fall reading wrap up where we talk about if I actually read all the books on my TBR. So I thought it would be super fun and fresh. You guys can let me know. Obviously, I think Kindle Unlimited is so beneficial, obviously, if you don't mind reading on a Kindle, if you like reading on a Kindle. And so, but it's so what's so great about it is that new books continue to add on Kindle Unlimited every single day, and so it's like always goes back and forth. Sorry, my chin was itchy and I don't want to like scratch my makeup. Anyway, so I love it, and so I think it's so always so fun to do these videos and to give you guys more recommendations, and I appreciate the recommendations. Some of these shock me. I'm like, what? I didn't know this was happening, and so I want to be the one to share them with you. So first, if you guys like talking about Kindle Unlimited, if you guys like fall recommendations, if you guys like fall TBRs, if you guys like all the nerdy things, then definitely give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Without further ado, let's just get started. Like I said, we did do a bunch of different fall kind of TBRs and recommendations videos. So I did a fall recommendation already video, which was so fun according to the TBR jar. Thought that was fun. We do have a fall TBRR, so to be reread. Did a whole video dedicated to all the books I want to reread this fall. Loved that video. We obviously did my September TBR as well, so if you want to check that out. And then last but not least, we did do my actual physical fall TBR for the fall season. And so this is just Kindle Unlimited, books I want to read on Kindle Unlimited that I may buy, may not buy. Some of these will just determine if I like the book. Other ones I'm probably going to buy, but they're on Kindle Unlimited, so right now I don't need to go out of my way to buy them, so it just depends. But yeah, so let's just jump right in. So first things first, this book is called, actually I don't have the author, so I do need my Kindle. This is Just Don't Fall by Emma St. Clair. Honestly, this is a whole like series of books that are fall themed. I just like, honestly, fall fantasy is like where I'm at, so it's like hard for me to read like plain Jane romances. Like I'll read like darker romances or like, you know, those kind of romances, but like plain Jane, like fun, like rom-commies are like always not the fall vibe. But this one looks super cute, and so I was like, okay, there might be a night where I just want to get cozy and read a romance, and so this one will be sweet, probably quick, and it's on Kindle Unlimited, so it was perfect because then I don't need to buy a book. Someone said that the other day, and I honestly laughed. They were like, why do we buy seasonal books? Because they're it's like so true, because they're never like that incredible, but then you only ever talk about them during like a season. And so it's annoying. Like some of them are seasonal in the sense like they're literally hanging up Christmas lights and like that whole line, and so you're not gonna read that on the beach. But some of them are like just the vibe are like cozy vibes, and so it's not necessarily like a season per se, but it's like, you know what I mean? But it made me laugh, so I'm like, I don't want to buy this book and then it just sit on my shelf for only fall, because I'm probably only gonna talk about it during fall, you know what I mean? Anyway, thought that was great. Alright, so then I really want to read Rally by Devney Perry. So this is the third book, actually, in this series. I don't know what it's freaking called. I think it's, I don't know. It's her, it's a football series. So the first one was Coach, which I just read. This one, though, I didn't read the second one, and I just don't feel like it, so I'm not gonna, and I don't have to. So I want to skip to the third book, but I really, really, really want to read this book. And so again, it's on Kindle Unlimited. It's fine. I don't necessarily need to buy the paperback unless I like it. Coach was, I liked Coach a lot. I just didn't love Coach, so I was like, I don't like need the paperback. Obviously I still have it, but like, so that's what I'm just gonna determine afterward. Then we have Hunted Air by Holly Renee. So I did read the first book, did not love the first book, but I think I just want to continue the series. I did love Holly Renee's writing, and so I feel like this one is definitely one that could get better, and so I'm excited, hoping that it does get better. She writes very quick romance, and so, I mean, fantasy romance, so I love that, and that's like, I want to support that, the quick books, and so I'm hoping that the second one is better than the first one. I'm like, honestly, I don't remember much of the first one, to be honest, so, you know, who knows? knows? I know the gist of it, but I just want to read this one. I'm not going to talk about very many of these books or what they're about because I go into 95% of my books blind, just so we're clear. But I'm sure they will come up at another point in a reading vlog or like again a reading wrap up. So fret not. But just for now, I know that this one is Accidental Pregnancy, the one Rally by Devin Perry. I know it's Accidental Pregnancy, so that's fun and fresh. Enough said. Oh, sorry, I was talking about Hunted Air. Hunted Air is the second book in the series, so it's hard to talk about that anyway. Alright, sorry, wow. Okay, then we have Unwanted by Mia Sheridan. I think this is a new one that just came to Kindle Unlimited, but I want to read this so bad. I think more, oh my gosh, I didn't even, am I stupid? Wow. Didn't put two and two together. Pretty sure a couple of Mia Sheridan's books came on Kindle Unlimited, so we'll talk about them. But this one just like looks a little bit spooky, but like not too spooky, and I think it is romance as well, so like I feel like it could be fun and fresh. I don't like scary, but I feel like this could just be like, I don't know. It looks like it could be a good combo. I don't know. We'll see though. So I have no idea what this is about. I think there's a cabin, and so I don't know. But I'm scared, but I'm also excited about it. Alright, then we have Cursive Shadows and Thorns by L.J. Andrews. So if you guys don't know, the Ever King is actually on my fall physical TBR, but this series comes first and I didn't realize that. So I want to read this series, try this series, see how I like it. It's apparently 9 books long, which is just obscene. If I like it though, obviously I'll probably will read all 9 books. If I don't like it though, then, or if I like don't love it, then I'll probably just jump and read the Ever King, because that's a duology. So like why this is a 9-book series that comes first, I'm not sure, but it's like obviously like you don't have to read it first, but like if I'm gonna like them, then might as well read it in order, you know what I mean? I think this is, I don't know if the Cursive Shadows is also Pirate Fae, but I'm pretty sure the Ever King is Pirate Fae. So it's interesting, something I've never read before, so I'm excited. Alright, then we have a new release. This is, where are you, CD? This is Broken by Daylight by Elizabeth Helen. I'm so excited. I thought this was the 4th and final book. Somebody mentioned I just feel like authors need to be upfront with how many books are in a series. It wouldn't change anything for me. I would buy the next book, but when I'm talking about them, recommending them, I don't want to say, hey, this is the 4th and final book, and then find out it's not. So that's why it's so annoying to me. But anyway, apparently there may or may not be 7 books in this series. Is that, oh, again, I'm gonna read them. I'm excited about it. I want more from series. Like I love, sometimes I do love following a series for a long time. It's not the end of the world. I just want to know when I'm talking to people, because I was like, oh yeah, it's the 4th and final book. No, it's not, apparently. So this is book 4, potentially out of 7. So I'm excited about it though. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? Because book 3 ended on a crazy cliffhanger that honestly was like, I was shook as to the core. So like now I need to know what's gonna happen. So I'm interested to see, and then I'm interested to see how book 4 is gonna end, because I thought things were wrapping up, but apparently not. So I guess we'll see. I'm excited about this though. This just came out on September 10th actually, and so it is a newer release, so I'm excited. And so if you guys haven't read the series, you should read it. We have, oh my gosh, this is one, I have no idea how I heard about this. I think I was watching someone's like haul or something. This is The Blood of Hercules by Jasmine Maz, and so I'm interested. I've read the back a few times, but like, I don't know. I believe this is Why Choose, so just like Broken by Daylight. I don't know. It's just so entertaining to me. And so all I know is that I believe the Hercules is the girl. So I don't know much about it. I don't know if I'll like it or anything like that, but so that's why I'm not going to buy the book, but even though the covers are so cute, but again, we'll see. But I definitely want to try to read that. Then we have, this is a short romance. This is The Broken Elf King? Yes, The Broken Elf King by Leah Stone. This is book 2 in like this, oh my gosh, I don't even know what it's freaking called. Kings of Avalar series, Avalier, something like that. So I read the Dragon King one, this past month, I believe, and I liked it. I didn't like, the ending was but the ratings get better on Goodreads, so I'm gonna assume that they just get better. The books get better, so I'm excited about this one. They are so quick paced. That's what I love about them so much. They're YA, and they're just like so enjoyable. So love that, excited about that. And then this series haunts me. Every time I see it on Target, I'm like, should I just buy it? But this is Filthy Rich Vampire by Geneva Lee. I just don't know if this is going to be like humorous, like if it's going to be funny romance. I don't know. So there are 4 books in the series, and I was like, oh, I want to kind of like limit the series I'm starting. But I feel like this is one of those books that like may not even, like, it's not like a hard series. I don't think that it's going to be a series that like follows the same plot. Maybe interconnected standalones. I don't know. I feel like it should just be like whatever. Like not like, oh my gosh, I'm in another series. You know what I mean? Like if I want to pick it up, the next book I can. If I don't want to, I don't have to. Does that make sense? I don't know. I just don't know though. So could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure it's like that. So I'm interested. This one's like a little bit, I'm like, huh, but I'm gonna try to obviously prioritize it. Alright, last but not least, this book is not out yet. It should be out soon. Actually, is it out? No, it'll be out next week. But that is Pucking Sweets by, what is her name? Emily Rath? Yeah, by Emily Rath. I'm so excited about this book. I'm so excited. I love these books so much, and I'm like, can you get a novella? Please get me another novella, because she likes to, so she'll release, she's been releasing novellas in between the books, and so love that for all of us. So I'm like, please, I need something, after I finish this book, I need something to hold me over before the next book, because I have no idea who's going to be the 4th book, but I'm pretty sure she's trying to make this a pretty decently sized series, and like, I'm all about that. Please and thank you. Yes, please. So those are the 10 books that are on my TBR. I didn't want to go too crazy on Kindle Unlimited, because a lot of the books that, even like if I have the physical copy, I'll get it on Kindle Unlimited just to read it quick and then like return it. So I like to have the space open on my Kindle, but so we chose 10 books. We also have 10 books on my to be reread, and then 20 books on my physical fall TBR. So that's 40 books. Yeah, so in 3 months. And yep, yeah. So we'll see. Okay. All right. And then really quick, I wanted to go with some fall recommendations, Kindle Unlimited fall recommendations. Again, some of these are like new books that I've read that I was like, oh my gosh, these are perfect for fall. Some of these are just surprise shocks that I just noticed or just came to Kindle Unlimited. I don't know. I know for a fact that not all Kindle Unlimited books stay on Kindle Unlimited forever. Like sometimes they change, and so sometimes they change quickly, but we're gonna talk about the ones that I just saw, so hopefully they're there by the time you go to add them. I also know that it may be different in the UK. I apologize. We're here in the US, and so apparently our Kindle Unlimited is really great, which I'll take. Hey, the US needs something going for them. So let's just go with those. So first we have Belladonna. So I did just read this and I loved it. Ate it up so good, but it is literally perfect for fall. Get cozy, binge this book in a night. Like, come on. Toasty. I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say like a toasty fire, but that was weird. But it's just perfect. Like perfect for this fall season. I loved it. It was cutesy. Stop it. It was cute. It was like the fantasy aspect to it was also great, but like the romance was super cute, and so everything just honestly tied together beautifully. I gave this book 5 stars, and I definitely think if you're looking for a season to read this book, then read it now. I know a lot of people who are reading like the next book in this series, it's just the perfect season for it, so go with that. Then we have Unsteady by Peyton Corinne. So obviously, so I also just read this book and I freaking loved it. I think this one, again, it's like ice skater, hockey player. So it's a little bit like, I don't know, like they wear sweats to go work. Like it's like, normally ice hockey and figure skating, I don't think it necessarily matters when you read them, but this one specifically, I know that the season is literally going from fall to winter, so it just depends on which one you want to read it in, because it might be better for winter if you like, just depending, because I don't know, ice. But honestly, I think it's a great time too. Again, it get cozy. This book is quick paced, it's very fast, and then there's like such emotional depth to it. I just love it all. I loved it all, and so 10 out of 10 would recommend that book. Then we also have 5 Broken Blades by Maya Cortland. I also just read this book, but I wanted again to recommend it to let you guys know, because it's like these books come out, we talk about them for a time, and then we never go back to them. But like this one's on Kindle Unlimited, so if you want to try it, you missed it in your Kindle, in your book of the month book, or you don't want to read the book of the month book because it's a hardcover, then it's also on Kindle Unlimited. I thought this was so great. I also gave this 5 stars. I also gave Unsteady 5 stars. I don't know if I said that, but I also gave 5 Broken Blades 5 stars, and it was just so good. There's a lot of different point of views though. There's like 5 or 6, so I think, yeah, I think that actually there might be 7 point of views, something like that. So it just depends on your preferences. I would listen to it on audiobook, and I enjoyed that. But like if you want the Kindle version, it is on Kindle as well. And then we have Heartless Hunter. Oh, Kristen Cicerelli. I think that's her name. Yes, Kristen Cicerelli. I love this book. This book is actually on my to be reread for the fall because I really loved it and I want to reread it before the next one comes out. But I just loved this book. I thought it was incredible. Another 5 star. I think I give this 5 stars. I might have given this less than 5 stars. I don't know. Another book that I loved though was just incredible. And if I'm gonna reread it, then that means it's a good book. Let's be so for real. Then I enjoyed it for the most part. But yes, if you want to read it again before it comes out, you didn't want to get the physical, whatever the case may be, it's on Kindle Unlimited, so you can read her while you can. Also, Fourth Wing. I think I've mentioned this in the past, but I wanted to just, again, reiterate it one spot. Fourth Wing is on Kindle Unlimited, and I feel like it's the perfect time to read it again. Just giving fall fantasy, but also the new one is coming out in January, so if you need to, like, space out your reads, so read, like, Fourth Wing, then Iron Flame, then the third one, like, I would do it now. I did reread Fourth Wing already, and honestly, part of me wants to reread it again because I just loved it so much. So I don't know, but I feel like it's the perfect time to read it. Then this one I also have mentioned before, but I wanted to let you guys know that all 3 books decided to come to Kindle Unlimited. So this is The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. So when I literally like a month ago, when I was reading these books, they literally decided to not be on Kindle Unlimited. So I had to buy the one book on Kindle Unlimited. The other one I bought as an audiobook. And so I'm like, how dare you? But now they are on Kindle. All 3 of them are on Kindle Unlimited. The first one was. So I mean, that's always like an option. If you find a book that the first book is on Kindle Unlimited, the other one may be coming soon. You might just have to wait, whatever the case is. But now you know, I wanted to tell you. It's only the first 3 though. So like the Hawthorne, whatever. The 4th one and the 5th one are the 4th one, and then the Grandest Games is not on Kindle Unlimited right now. But they may come. I don't know. Alright, I also wanted to mention this trio of books because I don't know if her other books may be on here. This one is just, it's not necessarily like a seasonal thing because I feel like I recommend these every season. But I love these books so much, so I had to tell you Catherine Center's books. These 3 are on freaking Kindle Unlimited. So Hello Stranger, The Bodyguard, and the rom-commers. I don't know. I just think these are not seasonal. You read them whenever you want, but I genuinely love these books so much. I love her so much, and I want to get these books as paperbacks because I like the book of the month books like all together, but like I also want those books with my collection because I love her books so much. Anyway, long story short, she's all on Kindle Unlimited. I was like, what are you doing here? Then we have the Dark Olympus series by Katie Roberts. So Katie Roberts does have quite a few books on Kindle Unlimited, but the Dark Olympus series was not there. But this is only like the first 4 or 5 books that are on there, so it's not the full series. The full series is not even done yet, but like the newest book and I think the book before that one are not on Kindle Unlimited. So I think it's like the first couple are on Kindle Unlimited. So if you wanted to try the series, you don't want the covers, you don't want the whatever, this series on there, I think it's the perfect time. These are dark romance. Obviously, it's the Dark Olympus series. So I feel like tis the season to read these books. Then this one, like I was saying, I didn't put 2 and 2 together, that Mia Sheridan, so it could be multiple Mia Sheridan books that are on, maybe I'll check now, on Kindle Unlimited. I feel like I've never, like, no, I feel like I have checked when I was trying to read, like, Falling for Gage or, Travis, and they weren't on there, so I think this is, like, a new development, or I'm just crazy because all of her books except for her newest one, Falling for Gage. Wow, Travis is on here. Most of All You. I have all those books. Okay, so all of her books are, I didn't know, but Archer's Voice is also on Kindle Unlimited. This is one, again, I don't think it's like seasonal necessarily, but I do think it's the emotional depth to it definitely might be better. Like it's fun for fall because it's just the vibe. You get cozy and you read this book and you cry with this book. I think it was fun. I didn't actually cry, I don't think. Maybe I got teary-eyed, but I don't think I actually cried. But I just thought that I really love Archer's Voice, but I really love this trilogy in general. And so I'm reading more Mia Sheridan, so now we can read more Mia Sheridan together on Kindle Unlimited. Alright, so then last but not least, I wanted to mention this because for some odd reason I just rarely talk about this series, and I don't know why. But this is the Windy City series by, oh, what is her name? Liz Tomford. Sorry, I know her name. But I thought the series was so good. I honestly liked all three of the books. I definitely think Caught Up was my favorite. I haven't read Play Along yet, but I want to read that ASAP. But I think Caught Up was my favorite, but The Right Move was also incredible. People love it. And then the first one, I know people have their gripes about. I just think it's a good first book. Like, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. All in all, I enjoy the series, and I feel like, again, I never talk about it, so I wanted to remind you, make sure I let you guys know that it is on Kindle Unlimited. So read that series. Love it. So alright guys, that is everything. Definitely let me know what other books you're reading this fall that are on Kindle Unlimited, because again, I'm reading a lot of fall fantasy, but like if I bought every single fantasy I read, freaking, oh my gosh, my shelves would be even more overflowing than they already are, because I read a lot of fantasy, especially on my Kindle, because they're so big that sometimes it's just easier. So I'm so glad I got my Kindle, but I also, if you have like an iPad, you can also get Kindle Unlimited on your iPad, which is what I was doing for most of the time anyway. So Kindle. So it just treats their own. You can also get it on your phone as well, if that's easier for you. Anyway guys, that's everything. I don't have anything else to say, so I will see you in my next one. Bye nerds.